I got a fantastic intro line.
All right. Let me hear it. Lay it on me.
All right. So it goes, Hey, welcome to Moth Broth, where two friends participate in art challenges
Big
as we
red
challenge
buzzer.
each other
Big red buzzer.
and death games.
Giant X.
And death games.
Giant X appears above you. Everyone in the American Idol stage starts booing.
So for this challenge, we gave each other our sketches.
It's two figures. It's some greenery. It's rather complicated because I wanted to give you a treat.
Yeah, you wanted to cause problems, I see.
No, I would never.
And I think like halfway through, you succeeded, so.
Great. Yeah, you did warn me that you had to cut a lot of your sketch process down, so we can definitely talk about what ended up staying. And we'll get through that in 3, 2, 1.
All right. So I mainly I started with like kind of like the figures and like trying to like figure out how their bodies work with each other,
because this is a different pose than what you started with a little bit.
Yes. Their hands are a little more tender, I guess, than the original sketch, but I just decided that it might be more interesting to show like kind of like the final-ish line art, considering like I do this like 3 different times and it's probably not that entertaining. So yeah, right now I'm doing her hair, and let me tell you, when I saw that curly hair, I was like, I gotta make it fluffy. So I made it fluffy.
Hey.
Yeah, and she's got really cute horns. They're like
She does.
I like the vertical. They almost look like ears. It's very cute.
A little, yeah.
I'm so happy I kind of like do this, because I made a similar pose for some other pieces of like OC art, so I was kind of like familiar with like with how like one lays on top of the other and like limbs interact with body.
Yeah.
So I wasn't like...
Yeah, I wanted to do something interesting that way for you too, where it was like the overlap and twisting.
Yeah.
And the sort of lying down perspective.
It's almost like 2 snakes mating.
A little.
Except it's murder, so...
Yeah. I will also say I like went through our chats like with each other, and I realized like rather briefly I have shown you these characters in the past, and then I realized I've also like never told you who they were.
Yeah, I just the only one of your OCs that I like vividly remember is the girl with the back tattoo, so that's that's kind of what I'm not even sure if I know like your cute little devil girl, but I wasn't sure about the other one, so she might appear as back tattoo girl.
And that's perfect, honestly. She might, which is like, I was kind of, when I saw your version, I was like, oh, these are like really different colors, and I was like, that's awesome. I love playing telephone.
Drawing telephone.
Like genuinely, I was like, I love
jump scare.
Figuring out like what whoops. Figuring out like seeing other people's interpretations, and it was interesting seeing the blonde come in. But that's why, huh? You just remembered like that one. Oh, see,
yeah, and I know you got like mermaids.
She's great. I love her,
but she's not a mermaid, so.
No, she's not.
Yeah, and I was also really lucky that I drew swords before.
Yeah, well, I remembered you saying you like to do a lot of fantasy art, so I was like, I'll draw you something in the vein of fantasy.
Big old sword. Well, it's not a big old sword, but it's a sword.
Yeah. Regular size sword. A lot of women tell me it's a very nice regular size sword. It's not small at all.
Yeah, it's the appropriate size.
average size sword. Maybe even above.
Maybe. Yes. This
So
hair
here's
was
the
like bothering me so much
yeah.
because I was trying to figure out like the flow of it. Because it's so straight. The reference, the sketch image that you gave me, like it was more straight than this other lady's hair, which was curly. So I was trying to figure out the
That
flow
is
of it and
true.
how it would interact with the background too, which I was already set on like doing, but we'll see how that turns out. So
Yeah, because I remember halfway through you also like sent me a message being like, it's not going to plan.
it's not gonna work out the way that you think it's gonna work.
So I was like, just do what you can, because we're always on a little bit of a time crunch because I have a vacation coming up. So like,
Yeah.
I did cause problems with this one, I will admit.
You wanted to see violence and you got it.
I wanted you to have fun and do your absolute best.
I think I did.
And
Yeah.
I thought I gave you a really fun
Yeah.
piece. But yeah, talk about your struggles with the
Yeah.
background. What did you find challenging with it?
I think it's cuz like I cut off her legs, so the perspective's kind of weird. And I was figuring out like how would like the grass and foliage work around that. Because it appears to be really flat, but then it's not flat because her
Yeah.
legs are
You didn't
messing
give
me
her her
up.
calves.
So I didn't know like how like what patterns for like the grass and like all the foliage and flowers and all that fun stuff because I really liked that idea. I thought that was really cool. So then I decided, hey, maybe I should like
Oh, thank
limit
you.
it.
I do like this. When you did this in the oval, like with the grass, I was like, that is so smart and cute and like a good way to reincorporate it. The original foliage into a more simplified version.
Yeah.
And then but it goes away, doesn't it?
It sure
If I remember
does.
correctly.
But I think if I had maybe if I had like a day to like ruminate on it, maybe a little bit more, I could see
It,
if I could figure something out like a little bit quicker.
because it reminded me of those like really, I don't know if you were familiar with them, but like in books they would have these sort of medallion cutouts for like characters, and they would do like the grass in the background and then a strip of grass in the foreground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? And like the really old illustrations for like Redwall.
Yeah. I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that retro feel.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were doing, and I got so excited because I'm like, gosh, that would go really well with your style.
Yeah.
And
That
like
didn't happen.
a good way to like simplify the overall idea. Yeah, it didn't happen.
So this is the final image. It kind of honestly like I'm a little bit happier with it. I probably should have like fixed her like the perspective of like how her legs were kind of cut off, and maybe that would have fixed it. But the background kind of looks like water, I think. It kind of looks like they're being encased by this pool of light etherealness.
Well, I think you did pretty well for the amount of time I gave you to get this done.
I think I did too. Yeah. I think I accomplished
Your goals.
what you put out for me.
Hee hee. I guess now I get to show what you gave me.
Yeah, so this is gonna be funny. I have a feeling.
Well, you gave me one that's a lot simpler, which I think is such a fun
It's-
contrast. Because you gave me
Right.
just a mask in some water.
Yes. Yes.
And so I actually had to think about how was I going to make this like more complicated. And I think you'll like what I chose to do with it. We'll start that in 3, 2, 1. So
Go ahead and tell me.
yeah, so basically because it was such a simple object and background, I was like, well, let's just paint it. So I just started immediately like painting over your sketch in like a base color, and I tried to use what you outlined as like shadows and highlights for like the majority of like how this mask would work. However, I did find, I'm sorry, I have to put you on blast. Some of the angles that you chose for your lights and shadows just like didn't make sense, especially for like how it was like folding. Because you have this like big nose strip, and then you have this little side piece and this side piece. So so it's just so there was like a shadow missing there on like just where the crest is, which is fine.
I kind of had like a loose light source. I didn't really have a solid one, so but that gives you kind of like room to play around.
It does, and I appreciate that, and I think I did play. I also tried to keep, this was also something that like really bugged me, but I was like, no, it's the artist's like original vision. That eye hole on the other side is like the wrong shape. It's the wrong shape for what it is in perspective. Like
right.
But I was like, no, my friend drew it like that. I have to keep it that way. So I just kind of work around it.
The purple and the yellow.
Yeah, so really my original idea was like, because I was like, a pool of blood's a little cliche. Why don't we do poison? And then
also
I would use the green.
Blood is cool.
Thank you. Blood is cool. And then I was going to use the green to sort of, instead of making it a gold mask, a bronze mask that was like patina-ing slightly in the shadow areas. And then that would also like contrast and look darker next to the purple. And it does kind of go that way. And then I make it blood in the end.
It all returns to blood.
So this is also me like trying to remember how to render metal, because it is so specific.
Yeah.
And like remembering, like realizing some of my greens were too green, so I'm putting back in some yellow in order to like make it blend a little better. Yeah, but in the end that doesn't really matter. Much like the Linkin Park song.
My mind went to like Optimus Prime's like final monologue at the end of the first Transformers movie. I thought you were gonna go into something.
Oh no, I don't even have that memorized. All I remember is him dying, and then like the touch immediately starts playing, which is really funny.
Oh, that's cute. You thought I was talking about the animated one. I was talking about the Michael Bay version.
Where he goes like, "We're here, so come fight us."
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We're here.
That also had a Linkin Park song.
That's what I was trying to get at.
Oh my god, you're flashbanging me. I remember now. Yeah. So here I am remembering.
Okay, so we're trying to figure out how to render metal.
I figured it out eventually. I realized I had too much white going on, because the way metal works is like next to every highlight is like a darker shadow. If that makes sense. And then it like, and then you put another hard light next to it. Like it doesn't like diffuse. It's always like metal always has like a hard edge on it. So, but the shadows are diffused, which is fun. So you have hard lights with diffuse shadows.
Yeah, I love that like contrast.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
I think I succeed on making it at least look semi-metallic, but I think I don't know. I should have looked at a reference when I was doing this, but I did not.
It's okay. That's what I should have done too, but
that's what happens when you're like, I have to draw something really quick today. I have to get this done for this show. It's like, oh no. Who put this gun to our heads? We say as we're holding these guns.
It's like a hostage situation.
With ourselves.
Clock's holding the gun.
Oh, it's scary. I'm really proud of that hard white light that creates like the form for like the other ear coming off, and like making that like optic ridge like more pronounced from the sketch. Like I think that's such a good detail I added. Here's me making sure it's not like super fuzzy on the edges, so that's why I got rid of your sketch underneath and just doing a quick cleanup.
It's because I didn't like it, so I got rid of it.
Yeah, I got rid of it. And I don't know, at this point it was like very brain empty, power off, and I just started like the way I do water is, and I figured this out like forever ago, is I put in like basic midtones, and then I put in my darks, and then I add in like my highlights and like harder spots, and then I this is where I was like, maybe I could put in a little bit of red just to
Make it
break
a little more moody.
Yeah, a little more moody, a little more mulberry color, because it was just a little too purple for me.
Yeah.
And adding like another shadow. But yeah, then I would like blend my like darks, my midtones kind of together, to give it more of that like water feel, I guess. And this is another like textured blending brush that has a bit more of like a watercolor texture.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
The smeariness of it.
Yes. But I do go back in and like give some areas like more edges, just so it's not so smeary.
Yeah,
and it goes back to
so, like,
yeah. But I wanted to do
you can
like
read a little bit more.
Yeah, like these big ripples with like the edges on the, you know, the tops of the ridges.
Yeah. What's funny about the sketch that I gave you is that in my mind, and I think this is cool actually, but it was like a Birdman.
Oh.
Like, and I was focused on like the movement of like feathers swirling in the background.
No, I did not see a single feather. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I saw a pool of liquid, and I went, all right, pool of liquid time.
No, but I think it's really cool that you I gave you one thing with the intention of something different. You just like completely made like a
Yeah, here's the blood.
new, more interesting piece. So, yeah.
That's always the fun thing of like these like trading sketch videos, is like you get to see like how artists interpret each other's sketches.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you that the David girl you drew, her hair is not curly.
Oh.
and the one you straightened their hair actually had the wavy hair, and I was like, that's so interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I read it as wavy, I guess.
No, that's perfectly fine.
This is awesome. The light
is
so cool.
You can, yeah, there's me taking some more away.
This is hard.
Yeah, goes hard. There's your...
This is very hard.
And then I turned down the opacity so more of the purple peeked through, because I was like, it's too red. And then, yeah, and then I do a little bit of a color dodge just to bring back those like highlights I put in earlier.
Yeah.
Which I also love how purple it is.
It's very rich.
Thank you.
Like, very, very moody and rich.
Yeah, the blood like looks like wine now, which I think is like perfect. And that's my piece.
Right. Maybe this like poor little guy doesn't have like a dark past. Maybe he just likes wine.
Or I was gonna say, or the wine symbolizes like corrupt nobility, and he's like drowning in excess because he used to be so noble.
Right.
Either way, fun story.
That would be our sketches.
Let's put them up, and hey, you know, thanks for, if you made it all the way to the end, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you give us a like and subscribe if you enjoyed our content and want to continue to see it. And leave a comment down below if there's anything you wanted us to draw next time, or things we could improve on. We're always down for that kind of nonsense.
Yeah, if you want to see more of these little sketches, we'd be happy to do it.
We'd be happy to do it, and you can see when our episodes come online if you follow us on our Blue Sky.
It's Bisky.
It's Bisky. We also have an Instagram and Tumblr, all under the same name, Moth Brow Show. And thank you so much for showing up.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.